Good evening and welcome to the Newshour Agenda. Madhavdas. Agencies are cracking down on corruption everywhere in the country. Down south, Stalin's close aide K Ponmudy has been sentenced to 3 years in jail for a 1.75 crore rupee disproportionate asset case. Up north, Arvind Kejriwal, under the lens in the Delhi Liquor Scam, left for a 10-day Vipassana retreat at an undisclosed location. It is, of course, in the state of Punjab on the day that ED has summoned him. In the meantime, Congress MP Dhiraj Sahu is under the Income Tax Department's scrutiny for his alleged involvement in a historic 351 crore rupee cash haul. The agency claims that out of the 351 crore rupees, 329 crores were recovered from hidden chambers in dilapidated buildings. The cash was concealed in chambers and a safe house was disguised as an unoccupied or nondescript residence. The BJP asserts that graft is only the thing that is holding the opposition bloc together.
350 करोड़ से अधिक की नोट की गिनती हुई थी और वो शराब का पैसा था। कांग्रेस के एक सांसद धीरज साहू जी के घर से निकला था। वहां तो गिनती सीमित हुई कि 350 से अधिक करोड़ रुपए उसके अंदर है और जहां तक केजरीवाल जी के शराब का हिसाब किताब है, अभी तक गिनती चल रही है। मनी ट्रेल है और एस्टैब्लिश्ड है ये देश के सर्वोत्तम न्यायालय का। फिर भी आप अरविंद केजरीवाल जी की बेशर्मी को देखिए, आज भी भाग गए। अरविंद एंड अकाउंटेबिलिटी विल नेवर ट्रैवल टुगेदर। ए फॉर अरविंद, ए फॉर अकाउंटेबिलिटी। और अरविंद और अकाउंटेबिलिटी कभी भी एक साथ नहीं चल सकते। केजरीवाल एंड कर्तव्य विल नेवर ट्रैवल टुगेदर।
See, DMK ministers are corrupt ministers. Almost 11 ministers are facing the corruption charges. Another 2 MPs, their house are raided. One MP's house, almost 1,200 crore tax evacuation are identified. Another one DMK minister, 500 crore tax evacuation is founded. And 2G we are aware that 2G scam was there by the DMK minister. That case also his appeal is going. So this entire DMK family and DMK party is the corrupt party.
This bond of corruption is the only bond that is there between the I.N.D.I.A alliance partners. On the one hand, there is mission and vision of Modi ji. On the other hand, I.N.D.I.A alliance only has commission and corruption.
Now, the opposition is fiercely defending its leaders amidst allegations of corruption. According to them, ruling party has been selectively targeting their members with investigative agencies while turning a blind eye to the corrupt who've joined in their ranks. Listen up.
देखिए, धीरज साहू अपना जवाब दे चुके हैं, अपना एक्सप्लेनेशन दे चुके हैं। धीरज साहू हिंदुस्तान भर में जितने करप्ट लोग थे, भारतीय जनता पार्टी ज्वाइन कर लिए और उनके ऊपर जितने केसेस थे वो सब माफ हो गए। किसी को समन्स नहीं जा रहे, किसी के खिलाफ ईडी छापे नहीं पड़ रहे, किसी के ऊपर इनकम टैक्स छापे नहीं पड़ रहे। वहाँ जैसे ही जा रहे हैं वो धुल जा रहे हैं।
देखिए, पहली चीज तो ये है कि ये पूरा का पूरा मुकदमा जो है, पूरा केस जो है वो फर्जी है। रत्ती भर सबूत, रत्ती भर भी एविडेंस ना एजेंसियों के पास है और ना ही इस मसले में कोई गड़बड़ी है। लेकिन सिर्फ आम आदमी पार्टी को और अरविंद केजरीवाल को फंसाने के लिए ये पूरा एक षड्यंत्र रचा गया है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी अगर किसी से डरती है तो वो आम आदमी पार्टी से डरती है।
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Listeners across to our guest. Joining us is Shivam Chhabra, spokesperson of the BJP. S.S. Sriram is a political analyst. Joining us with us also is Karan Verma, author. Tehseen Poonawalla, political analyst, is with us, as is Pugar Gandhi, spokesperson of the DMK. Sanjeev Kaushik, political analyst, leans towards the Aam Aadmi Party, also joins us. Let me start with you first, Tehseen Poonawalla. And the first question to you is this. The IT department has found that of the 351 crores in cash that were recovered, and I'm just reading out from the statement. This is the first official statement of the IT department since the last several days of the raids taking place, that 329 crores was unearthed and seized from, I'm quoting, obscure and dilapidated buildings, hidden chambers, hidden safe house camouflaged as an unoccupied nondescript residence located in small towns of Odisha, including Sudapada, Titlagar in Bolangir, Khetra, Jirarajpur and Sambalpur district. If this is not ill-gotten wealth, the question that arises if anyone reads this statement is that why was it hidden?
This is allegations made by the IT department. The MP will answer it in front of the tribunal. The IT department also said it recovered 90 crores from DK Shivkumar's house. Turns out it was 9 lakh rupees. So these are allegations made by the agency. This has absolutely no value except for their evidence. Ultimately, the tribunal will decide. The MPs come on record. In fact, I think he spoke to Times also saying that he has the accounts of the money. But where 9 crores was actually recovered from a BJP MLA, their case has been dropped. How? Because permission was not taken for a raid. So Madhav, please hear this. Under the amazing BJP, you must take permission for a raid. So I must say, okay, I am coming to raid you. So please hide your money, so raid. On these grounds, it was raided. About Chhagan Bhujbal ji, against whom again cases have been dropped. The BJP says, I'm quoting the BJP verbatim, that they've never seen a more corrupt person in the history of Maharashtra. Chhagan Bhujbal is in the Ajit Pawar camp with Modi ji, and cases have been dropped in court. They've dropped charges. Please, this is ridiculous. Tell the BJP, and this is a matter of fact, and everybody who's watching this broadcast knows, where is the most illegal alcohol available? In the state of Gujarat. Where is that money going? How many raids are there?
Okay. Shivam Chhabra.
You all know it. How many? And what happened to the investigation? 50 people died in Gujarat. That investigation, 10 days they were going to arrest the people. So the fact is that BJP makes money of alcohol and catches other people, and then they come up with accusations. And then those people join the BJP's drop.
Okay, I don't know if anyone has been prosecuted or convicted on those charges that you're mentioning, Tehseen, but I'm going to allow the BJP to respond to the charge that you're making. Shivam Chhabra, you're going soft on your own. You're only targeting opposition leaders with vendetta in mind. Your response to Tehseen Poonawalla?
That is what is unfortunate, Madhav. Unfortunately, the Ghamandiya alliance is the most common angle, and I would say the agenda amongst the Ghamandiya alliance is the corruption. And I think they're fighting among themselves who's going to be the most corrupt. You see the case of DMK, the minister in Chennai. You see how Arvind Kejriwal is evicting the investigation here in Delhi and saying he goes on Vipassana the day he is basically summoned by the Enforcement Directorate.
We've lost your. I think you've muted yourself. We've lost your audio, Shivam.
Yeah, he muted himself.
And corrupt leaders, and I think such a common trend of corruption can only be seen under the leadership of Congress Party and Rahul Gandhi. And I think Tehseen Bhai was also saying that he probably was trying to convict that Chhagan Bhujbal and then Ajit Pawar. Till the time they were with Congress Party, that was all okay. Till the time they were with Congress Party, they were all safe and sound. They were the most innocent people. But by the time they tend to fall with their own party, you target them in...
Same double standards apply to you, Tehseen. The same double standards apply to you also, says Shivam Chhabra.
First of all, they are the ones who made the allegations. Now they are the ones who are dropping the cases. Not just this case. Let me give you another very interesting case, Madhav. By Mr. Y. Chaudhary from Andhra Pradesh. GVL Narasimha Rao often joins us on our debates, a member of parliament who often comes at you. He wrote a letter saying that the money is not just ill-gotten, it's come from illegal sources. Today he's in the BJP, cases have been dropped. Himanta Biswa Sharma ji, they had a white paper on him. They dropped it, the cases on, he's now become a witness. In Mukund's case, it's fascinating. They accused him. He joined BJP. They didn't go ahead with the case. He's gone back. They've gone ahead with the case. What is going on? The fact is, they use the agencies that they want to use. I'm not defending.
Okay, Shivam, quick response, and then I go across to other panelists. Shivam, quick response. Quick response.
If you got a complaint, if you got
you made your point. Now let him respond to you. Let him respond to you. We have limited time, please.
File with the agency.
Yeah.
Not on the television screen.
Tehseen, please. Tehseen, please. There are others who I've not gone to yet. Please let him make it. Please let him respond to your point. He's answering your question.
They are raiding people. They have dropped cases saying we didn't inform and raid the person.
We got your point. We got your point. Let him answer now.
Tehseen Bhai, the only unfortunate part is that you want to get an investigation done out of nothing. If you got a legitimate complaint, If you got specific complaints out of it, file it to the police. Let the police investigate. Let the truth come out in open. Let the courts take its own course. Why do you want to jump guns and do it every time?
Okay, let me take this across to other panelists now. Let me take this across to Mr. Pugar Gandhi, spokesperson of the DMK. Mr. Pugar Gandhi, when it comes to the case of Mr. Ponmudy, and I'm just quoting what the High Court has said here, and you can respond to this. The court has noted that overwhelming evidence against the respondents and unsustainable reasons given by trial court for acquittal by ignoring those evidences compel this court to declare the judgment of the trial court is palpably wrong, manifestly erroneous and demonstrably unsustainable. Hence, this is a fit case for the appellate court to interfere and set it aside. Can you still blame the central government, sir, when the court has upheld the charges? Mr. Gandhi.
Madhav, first of all, we should not draw courts into politics. At the end of the day, courts are courts and the institution has to be respected because...
Where am I drawing the courts into politics?
No,
because charges have been made.
Quoting from...
Allow me to rephrase my question.
You are quoting certain statements from the court.
Yes. So the question that arises, sir, I'm just rephrasing my question and you can respond. I'm not cutting you short. Is that when there is a charge that the agencies are being misused, in this particular case, the court has upheld the charges. That is a simple question I'm making. Your response.
No, that is what I'm coming to. There are two aspects to this particular case. As far as Mr. Ponmudy's case is concerned, this particular case is alleged to have happened between 2006 and 2010. The FIR was registered in 2011 and the trial court acquitted Mr. Ponmudy and the High Court reversed it. Now, there is a statutory appeal time period and the appeal will be preferred by Mr. Ponmudy and Mr. Ponmudy will fight his case before the Honorable Supreme Court. But the second aspect is, when we are talking about the union government and the BJP, the national president of BJP, Mr. Bangar Lakshman, was convicted of graft charges. The video which was circulated while he was accepting bribe was known to the whole world. Likewise, number of leaders in BJP, whether it is Mr. Yediyurappa or Shivraj Chauhan, they are facing graft charges. Why? Even in Tamil Nadu, Madam Jayalalitha was convicted twice and she lost the opportunity to become the chief minister twice. In 2001, she lost to become the chief minister because of graft conviction. And also in 2014, she lost the chief ministerial position. So, whenever it is a usual thing, whenever the opposition parties like DMK or BJP leaders are going to jail or even being convicted, but when it comes to DMK, it is hitting the headlines. Why is this? Why is this double standards? You should ask the same question to BJP as well. Why they are not taking any action against those leaders who are facing graft charges or who are being convicted of graft charges? Then we can answer.
Mr. S. Sriram, I want Mr. Sriram to comment on this. Is there equivalence to be drawn here, Mr. Sriram?
As regards to no matter whatever happens with, if there is a credible evidence against whoever it is, I'm sure this government will take an action. Now, Mr. Gandhi takes a very holy position on the national channel while the lawyers in Tamil Nadu are accusing the judge and openly saying he has done a favoritism towards he's been partial towards Mr. Ponmudy. There's a clear case of observation, as you rightly mentioned, that the trial court had ignored glaringly the income of A1 and A2, the agricultural income which was hiked to 55 lakhs when the expected income was not more than 13 lakhs, and so on and so forth. So there has been and most importantly, they also bring in BJP, at least in Tamil Nadu, saying BJP is behind this, which is not the case, because the case was filed, as Mr. Gandhi mentioned, in 2011 when the DMK came into power, when Madam Jayalalitha was alive, and they were no way in alliance with BJP. So it's a pure case filed by DMK. So was the case of Mr. Basandil Balaji, who's currently in the jail. That case was also being named not just by opposition, but by their own chief minister, who was then the opposition leader, blamed Mr. Sendil Balaji for all these corruptions. And both these cases, the courts suo moto took over these cases and they wanted to be investigated. So where is the question of BJP playing a foul game against this party? So and so was the case of Mr. Sahu. Mr. Sahu files in 2018. He files a 34 crore as his income, filing for his 2018 elections, and you find 351 crores all full of cash out there, and today it says that not a single money belongs to Congress.
Okay. Let me bring in Mr. Gandhi on that. Okay, let me bring in Mr. Gandhi on that. And I just want to add one more question to that. It's a statement that is coming from Union Minister Murugan, Mr. Gandhi, where he says that 12 more ministers are facing criminal charges. Soon they will be shown the door, and this marks the end of the DMK in Tamil Nadu, he believes. Your response to those points and the points made by Mr. Sriram.
I'll answer both the questions. Firstly, the lawyers in Tamil Nadu are not accusing the judge. First of all, let us be very clear. The lawyers in the DMK, what they said is very clear. Mr. Honorable Justice Jayachandran was acting as a law secretary from the year 2011 to 2015 when this FIR was registered, and as a law secretary he is privy to the contents of the FIR and also he is privy to the contents of the charge sheet, and he would have been part of the supervisory committee which has finalized its charge sheet. Therefore, in order to uphold the principles of justice, in order to uphold the decorum of judiciary, in all fairness, Honorable Justice Jayachandran should have recused. Because there are two principal maxims in law, which is no one should be a judge of his own cause. The other one is no one should be a judge of his own cause. And therefore, the person who is privy to the charge sheet and also to the FIR shouldn't have conducted the case. This is what the lawyer said. This is not an accusation. There is a principle called latent bias in law. This latent bias might be applicable to this particular court.
No, but you could have appealed that if you felt there is a reason to get the judge to accuse.
Why was it exactly? Why was it not appealed?
No, that is what the lawyers said. They are going to raise this issue before the Honorable Supreme Court.
Okay.
That is the procedure.
Okay. And what about the 12 other ministers facing graft charges?
And as far as Mr. Sriram is concerned, Murugan's, and as far as, that's what I'm coming to say. As far as Mr. Murugan's charges are concerned, 44 ministers in 78 out of 78 of Union Cabinet are facing graft charges or criminal charges. So are they going to be shown doors by Mr. Modi?
Okay, quick response, Mr. Sriram.
Quick response in Tamil Nadu. And as far as Mr. Senthil Balaji's case is concerned,
okay, I want Mr. Sriram to come in. I have to go to others as well. Mr. Sriram, quick response.
I'm pretty confident Prime Minister will walk his statements. It will no matter deter him to take action on those who are found guilty.
Okay.
And Prime Minister will definitely show the doors to them.
Okay, let me bring in Sanjeev Kaushik now. Sanjeev Kaushik, आम आदमी पार्टी के केस में एक नया लीगल शायद प्रेसिडेंट यहाँ सेट किया जा रहा है. हालांकि आम आदमी पार्टी के प्रवक्ताओं का कह रहा है कि ये सब कोर्ट के ऑर्डर्स के बेसिस पे डिमांड की जा रही है, बट ये पहली बार एक देखा जा रहा है कि जिस व्यक्ति को समन किया जा रहा है, he is questioning the summons itself, saying that the summons are motivated and issued for extraneous considerations. क्या एक आम आदमी इस तरह का बिहेवियर कर सकता है किसी भी इन्वेस्टिगेटिंग एजेंसी के साथ? बहुत बड़ा सवाल उठता है, क्योंकि ऐसा शायद पहले कभी देखा नहीं गया. संजीव कौशिक.
माधव, नरेंद्र मोदी जी की सरकार अपने दूसरे कार्यकाल के आखिरी में आते आते तानाशाह के जैसे रवैया अख्तियार कर ली है. हम खूब जानते हैं कि जिस तरह का रवैया उनका अख्तियार कर रहे हैं, हर इलेक्शन से पहले या विपक्षी पार्टियों को जिस तरह से वो निशाना साधने का प्रयास कर रहे हैं, ईडी हो, सीबीआई हो, उन तमाम संस्थानों के द्वारा, वो सीधा साफ दिखाई दे रहा है. अरविंद केजरीवाल जी को अप्रैल के महीने में ही तकरीबन 56 घंटे तक 9 घंटे बैठा करके 56 सवाल पूछे गए थे सीबीआई के द्वारा, लेकिन कुछ उसका हिसाब किताब नहीं है. क्या मिला उसमें, उसके बारे में कोई बात नहीं है. यदि आप चुन के भी चले जाते हैं सदन में, तो ये लोग इतने तानाशाही रवैया वाले आदमी हैं कि सदन से बाहर का रास्ता आपको दिखा देंगे, निकाल के बाहर फेंक देंगे. इस तरह से सरकारें नहीं चलती है. मैं सिर्फ ये कह रहा हूं कि जिस तरह से ईडी के काम करने की जो शैली है, सीबीआई के काम करने की शैली है, वो तमाम विपक्षी पार्टियों को जिस तरह से प्रताड़ित किया जाता है. और हर इलेक्शन में अभी हमने सुना कि जिस तरह से ये 350 करोड़ रुपए की बात हो रही थी, साहब इससे पहले भी तो कन्नौज में पैसे मिले थे, बहुत बोरे में भर भर के मिले थे, कई 100 करोड़ रुपए मिले थे. क्या हुआ उस पैसे का? बताया कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी जिस पार्टी से जोड़ के वो लगातार इलेक्शन में उसका फायदा उठाने का प्रयास कर रही थी और उठाई भी. कहां थे वो क्लियर बताएगी क्या?
करण वर्मा, it's all related to elections. This is happening in the run-up to Lok Sabha 2024 and the government is behaving in a dictatorial fashion is the charge coming from Sanjeev Kaushik. Please respond to it.
मेरे से ही बात कर रहे हैं.
Karan Verma, can you hear me? Karan, can you hear me? I think we lost that audio with Karan there. Let me take this across to Shivam Chhabra. Shivam Chhabra, respond to Sanjeev Kaushik.
So I am amazed that Madhav, since you've been covering Aam Aadmi Party for a long time, you must also realize that Arvind Kejriwal ji himself is a judge, himself is the investigating officer, he himself is the leader, himself is the chief minister. So all allegations leveled against him will ultimately be turned down. So, I mean, it's again a very, very interesting case where he says that the notice is illegal. Now, how can you say that? If ED is calling you for investigation, it is your prime duty to report to the Information Directorate and answer the questions being leveled against you.
Okay. Karan is back with us. I want Karan to respond to that charge. Sanjay ji, aapke paas aa raha hu. I want Karan to respond to that charge. Karan, here you have a situation where you have the Aam Aadmi Party saying that...
Can you just repeat the last bit? Yeah.
Yeah. The Aam Aadmi Party is saying that the government is acting in a dictatorial fashion. All of this is happening in the run-up to 2024 and they're seeing the India Alliance come together. That's why all of these charges are being pressed and these agencies are being misused. Please respond to Sanjeev Kaushik's claim over there.
So, are we surprised, Madhav? I mean, that's been their standard reply. Either they come up with vendetta, or they say, look at BJP, there are some leaders there also who do that. None of them are ever able to answer on the merits of the case. The merits of the case are that the CBI judge himself has said that Manish Sisodia is the kingpin of this conspiracy, what seems to be a conspiracy. So it's all coming from the courts. If you are so squeaky clean, why don't you get the FIR squashed by the courts? That's what you need to answer. Today there is a court conviction against the DMK leader. And why is Arvind Kejriwal, if he is so clean, why is he skipping the summons? When he said I am an anarchist long time back, Madhav, he actually meant it. So don't cry vendetta. You remember it was Ajay Makan who used to say that yes, the liquor scam has happened. So much for the India
Sanjeev Kaushik.
It was Arvind Kejriwal who said Partha Chatterjee is guilty.
ये वो भारतीय जनता पार्टी है, बड़ी लंबी लंबी बातें कर लेते हैं। ये वो भारतीय जनता पार्टी है जिसके प्रधानमंत्री जी 3 दिन पहले जिसे 7,000 करोड़ रुपए का घोटालेबाज बताते हैं, 3 दिन के बाद उसे उप मुख्यमंत्री बना देते हैं। ये वो लोग हैं, करप्शन से लड़ने का इनका यही तरीका है।
लेकिन करण कह रहे हैं कि अगर कोई इसमें प्रोसीजर में गलती है संजीव, तो आप कोर्ट के पास जाके अपील करिए इसे। 1 सेकंड संजीव, जवाब दीजिए। करण का ये सवाल है कि आप कोर्ट जाके अपील करिए अगर कोई वायलेशन है कानून में।
न्यायालय में जाना ही है। आखिरी वही एक जगह है, आखिर में वहां जाना ही है। न्यायालय जो सजा दे, जो जिस तरह से उसको फैसला देना होगा देगा। लेकिन जिस तरह से भारतीय जनता पार्टी लगातार इस्तेमाल कर रही है, लगातार का प्रयास कर रही है, ये पार्टी डरने वाली नहीं, ये पार्टी डरने वाली नहीं है। आपको जो करना है सो कीजिए।
करण, क्विक क्लोजिंग कमेंट्स, वी ऑलमोस्ट आउट ऑफ टाइम। क्विक कमेंट फ्रॉम यू।
4 और मिनिस्टर को ले जाइए, करेंगे ही।
Madhav, it is very clear the people cannot be fooled. It's the courts which are today pronouncing that they see graft. It's the courts which are convicting them. The last resort they will have is they will stop believing in the courts also. They will say the courts are also subservient. That is all that is left to be said for them.
All right, we'll have to leave it there, Karan. Completely out of time. Shivam Chhabra, S.S. Sriram, Karan Verma, Tehseen Poonawalla, Pugar Gandhi, as well as Sanjeev Kaushik. Thanks so much for joining us, gentlemen, this evening.